Hello and welcome to a new episode of PC Building Simulator. In today's episode, we're going to be doing something a bit different. We're in free mode. As you can see here, I have a computer, which if I put 2 GPUs in, fails. And by that I mean it does like a blue screen of death type of thing. But I found out that with this computer, 2 graphics cards is okay, but I had 2 1070s. And with the new update that just came out, you can put dual graphics cards in computers. Before you weren't able to do that, but now you are, so yippee. So what graphics card do we want here? We want the most powerful thing, so we're going to go for a 1080 Ti. And what here has the most power? Let's see, this looks good. Yeah, okay, this is the best. So let's just install that. Of course, it won't necessarily go with the best lighting theme of the computer. But right now, we just want to go for pure performance. And not styling at all. So we want to connect that to the top, because apparently if you connect it to the bottom, some weird stuff happens. So right now we're connecting the graphics cards to the power supply, and we just connect that to that, and it's simple. So will this power on? Yep. Good. So now will it crash when we run this test? Now this test is always a bit laggy because it's like CPU and whatever test. And this computer was basically the same thing as my computer, well, at least what it is going to be. So the case is the same, and the only real difference is that this computer has extreme graphics cards. Of course, it used to only have a 1070, which is what my computer has. And this computer, as you can see, those big glowing sticks, those are RAM. I went for them because why not just have more RAM? Okay, is this going to crash? No, and we're getting a nice and smooth 114 FPS. So as we can see here, this computer does really good. Okay, right now we're going to look at the test here. CPU test, it doesn't really matter too much. So we see here we have a normal Intel i7-7700, which is the CPU that I have. Of course you can't overclock it, which is stupid. But as we can see here, dual graphics cards, yep, they're good. Of course that lighting is pretty ugly. So we're also going to wait for this test to finish. So on this computer, we're getting 104 FPS in this scene. And then in this scene, yeah, okay. So this computer's doing pretty good too. Oh, and this is also new, by the way. So this is an auto cable tool and auto school tool, faster installation upgrade, just all of this stuff. Okay, now that we're back here in career mode. So we were doing some stuff to our own computer. We only have a 970. Of course, we have a bit of money to spend right now, so we're just going to blow it on a new graphics card. Just go over to the shop here, graphics cards. So, here's a 970 gamer. Don't really need any, you know, I'm going to go over the top. Although, can our power supply take it? Most likely not. So, for some reason, I can put a maximum of a 1050 Ti in this computer. Well, that's kind of inconvenient. So I've added that to my cart. Now I need some new RAM also. I think 16 gigs of DDR4 2400 will do. Let's add 2 of those. Let's go to my cart, and we need 2 of those sticks. Just gonna get it next working day, and we'll connect everything up to my computer in the next working day. So, power on the computer. There we go. And then the next day we'll get some calls and whatever. So let's just check our email. And done that person, done that person. Okay, so this person says that they had an upgrade that's not working. So, this appears as if they need a more powerful power supply. So that's going to be a bit of work. Done that one. Have we done? Okay, so we need to check this one. It says, hey, is this fake? Because it says, hey, this is probably fake. Are you available to upgrade my computer? 4 gigabytes of RAM installed. Can you run 3D Mark and check that it's enough power? Brian. Okay, let's take his computer too. And his PC is not turning on. Hi there, I hope you can help. My computer stopped working the other day, and now it will not turn on at all. Please, can you have a look for me? I think it might be the motherboard. If it needs a new one, I need a Skylake socket. Okay. So we got all this stuff coming tomorrow. That's a pretty cool photo. We just need to go sleep and end the day. Okay, so we're gonna need to skip a few days. Then we're gonna need to pay our utility bill. Oh, okay, it automatically went through the week. Good. So right here's all of our stuff here. That's their computer. So this person needs a PowerCon 600 or better. So we're just gonna go buy that. Shop power supplies. Needs this one to get next day delivery. So we've got that. So this person, we've checked their computer. This person needs 4 gigabytes of RAM and upgrade. So I'll just check that in a minute. This person needs me to replace the motherboard. He needs a Skylake motherboard if it is the motherboard, which it says it is, so I would assume that it is because it says that it is. We're just going to take off this side of the panel. This actually is a pretty nice case. What brand cases have... Okay, it's Cooler Master. Nice glass front panel. That's pretty cool. So this person says that they think the motherboard is broken. So we're going to need to be doing a whole test on this computer. So we're going to need to be removing everything except the power supply. But first we need to assess that it is the motherboard. There's the power cable for this air cooler. Here's a CPU. We'll take that out. Oh, this person has a Celeron. Well, this person doesn't have that much money if he's going for a Celeron. That is for sure. Because really, who has like a Pentium processor anymore? Who does? That's the real question here. This is always my favorite part about the game. Removing all these motherboard standoffs and putting them back in. It's the best part ever. Okay, so we can just go and check our inventory here. So let's go to motherboards. Yes, this is broken. I can only sell it for $3. Yeah. Perfect. We're gonna upgrade our computer in a little bit. But first, we're gonna go into the shop. Then we need to go to our motherboards. So I think he needs a Skylake, which is, these two are both Skylakes. So what's the difference? So I honestly don't see a difference here. We're just gonna buy that one. And let's go for that type of delivery option. And we bought it. So now we just need to go a day. And tomorrow we'll deliver both of those things. So this person needs upgrade to 4 gigs of RAM. We're just gonna take this person's computer, set it over here. So we're gonna swap the computers. Where can I set this thing at? I'm gonna have to set it out here. Set it out there for a minute. This person needs an upgrade to 4 gigabytes of RAM. So this person has the same case as the other guy. So this person has 2 of those, so I'll just need that one more. So it's Sheen Titan 2 gig. Memory. Don't get memory and storage confused. So which one did he have? He had this one. So we just need to get that. Okay, so $25. So that would mean that if he bought, so the maximum that he could go for in most computers that have only one set of DIMM slots, he would spend for 8 gigabytes of RAM $100. A long time ago, about 2015, that would be about as much that you would spend for 16 gigs. But nowadays, everything is extremely expensive, because why wouldn't it be? So we need to go to the next day. Now that we're here, all these things have been delivered. Good. We're kind of getting down low in our money, but that's to be expected. Of course, because we have this, you know, it's like, of course. Okay, where was I going with that? Of course, because we are a PC builder, we spend a lot of money, but then make even more money back. Simple. So we need to go over here to where it says memory. And I need to install this. Why do I have this in my inventory anyway? That's weird. So we just need to click boom, and then install. Perfect. He just wants us to run 3D Mark now once we launch his computer up. He has a 1050. That's better than a lot of people's graphics cards that I've seen recently. That actually is. I'm not joking. It has been. Just plug that thingy into there. And this thing, actually, why are parts of his computer not even connected? Answer that for me, please. I don't understand that. I go to, like, do something with his computer, there is, why is half your stuff not plugged in, man? We're gonna need to install our USB into here. Now we just click that power button up there. That's a pretty beefy power button if you ask me. Okay. This looks like it was from a game. So what's this person's name? Living Stone. Okay. Interesting. So we just need to launch up, well, add 3D Mark. And, okay. 3D Mark, yes. It's a nice thing that the OS takes literally no time to launch. So now we're in here. Because his computer ran it, can I just, okay, so it has to, so I have to finish the 3D Mark test. So we're just going to go through the 3D Mark test and I'll be right back. Oh my god, I know how to... What happened? The room is dark. No, it's just a button. It didn't for you there. Of course, that can be used very usefully. You can test out to see, wait, we need to assemble his case again. This one? Okay, yeah. So that could be useful for, like, looking at how good the RGB looks, you know? Pretty simple, but yeah. Pretty good, too. So we're gonna take this computer. He needs me to replace his motherboard. Gonna move it out of there. Let's check here. Let's collect our money from that. $165. After we skip today, so right here it just shows the property of everything, you know. So this person needs a motherboard. Motherboards. Okay. Now you just gotta fumbly, jumbly, whatever the hell that means. Just throw the CPU in there. Like, seriously, who has a Celeron processor nowadays? This is the brain of the PC. Well, it's not a very good brain. I can say that much. So let's install this person's RAM. So, memory. This person has 4 gigabytes of RAM. I couldn't even consider 4 gigabytes being, you know, useful. If I had only 4 gigabytes of RAM, Google Chrome would be using up a fourth of my RAM. Google Chrome uses so much RAM though, especially when you're someone like me that has like 15 million tabs open at the same time. Of course, I'm not saying this just because of me. It's like every computer person has like that much in. Well, at least if you're like trying to multitask. Corrig, whatever, something cooler. Just attach this thing to the motherboard. We're gonna be attaching a lot of cables here. So, what? So this person's card? Okay, yeah, it says. Oh crap! I just realized something. The CPU needs thermal paste. Well, isn't that just great? Let's go over to tools. Let's click on thermal paste. There we go. Got that little dot of thermal paste. You might think that a little dot of thermal paste will never spread out like that, but look, it does. I wonder what type of thermal paste Alienware uses in their computers. Do they use like cheap stuff, or do they use the expensive stuff like well, IC Diamond really isn't that expensive, but you know, it's the high quality stuff. I would delid my processor, which if you don't know what delidding is, it's basically where you take the top off your processor and replace Intel's thermal compound, which is optimized more for longevity than it is for performance. so their stuff isn't really that good. And then if you go delit it and change the thermal paste inside of the CPU, it decreases temperatures. And then if you want to decrease the temperature even more, you use a special type of thermal compound that isn't called liquid metal, which is liquid metal. Quite obviously. Liquid metal is very good at cooling, but if you get it like on your motherboard and stuff and you don't have isopropyl alcohol, it's going to be a long time before you're able to actually use your computer, because liquid metal, as it says in its name, is made out of somewhat metal, which also means that okay, we just got a ton of money from that. $400 for a motherboard replacement. Oh, wow. Now, this is also cool. I just noticed this. It takes your time from real life, puts it in here. Yeah, I forget whatever I was going to say. So this person needs a new power supply. I swear, if this person has a crappy graphics card and his power supply can't hold it, I swear. Bitchware. That's the... Okay, then. Come on, go on right. It won't. That's stupid. So, I believe that this is the right side panel, though. The correct side panel that we need to take off to actually get to the computer. But, yet it's basically backwards. So, what do we do? Oh, okay, that's good enough. Here's the power supply. Oh, 250 watt power supply. And you only have R9 290. Not even an R9 290X. I think that was a graphics card at some point. But yeah, jeez. Okay, let's just unplug that. And there's not actually too much inside of here. So, disconnect's pretty easy. Unless this is just like the other guy who had literally nothing connected to the power supply. If it is, I'll connect the stuff for him. But, let's go over here to power supplies. This one is used, but it's not broken. He just needs more powerful. So more powerful. You want more powerful? Here you go. You get more powerful. Simple. Now that we have that in, we just need to connect everything here. And yeah, he definitely didn't have everything connected. So I don't know what happened there, but yeah. He didn't have everything connected. So that connects to down there. And I would assume that's for like the power or whatever. Anything else? No, not really. Just need to connect that to the motherboard. This is a super jank computer. I hate this. I feel like this is a bug. Because it couldn't be intentional to look at the opposite side that you need to look at. So this person also needs us to run 3D Mark. Easy parts, side panel. Yeah, see, look. So this is not the correct side for the side panel. Everything's on. And done. Just gonna start this thingy up. Gonna need to plug in this USB so that we can actually install things on the computer. 3D Mark? Oh, it's already installed. Okay, good. So I'm just gonna let this test run. Okay, good. This finished. So let's just take it off, leave it by the door, collect our money. It's which one? Okay, this one. And spam that for some reason. Come on, resume. Okay, so I got a lot of new things popping up here. Oh, I reached level 3. I've unlocked Ryzen quad-core CPUs, Seagate Barracuda hard drives, and the highest that I can go here is a 980. Okay. This person needs more hard drive stuff. Holy crap. 1500 gigabytes. Upgrades. Upgrade so I can sail. Hello? I've been playing a great sailing simulator game, but while my computer will just about run it, if I turn up the graphics, my frame rate drops. I used a program called Will It Run to see what I need, and it seems that while my PC is okay for the minimum spec, the recommended spec needs a better GPU. Can you help me, please? Okay, sure. So I'm just gonna reject this guy. RAM is kind of just boring. This person said look for PC upgrade. This person needs an upgrade with their CPU. Yeah, okay, I can do that stuff. So accept. Fit for purpose. This job requires you to use the Will It Run program that can be purchased from the shop. Install it on a PC to check what specs are required for the game and see if that PC will run it. Okay, simple. This person needs an upgrade by the end of the day in 10 days. So we're just going to quit. So hopefully you liked this episode, and goodbye. But first off, let's just check here. So how much is our utility bill? So where do we pay that thing at? So I need to pay our utility bill. Okay, so it says electricity bill. Your electricity bill is due. I'm too lazy to pay it. We'll see if anything else happens. But yeah, so hopefully you like this episode, and goodbye.